was the closing credits. Does that mean we're done? Oh, boy. Hi, everybody. Good Wednesday to you. It is the 6th day of March, 2019. I'm Dan Kuntz, your host, and you just watched Wake Up Wenatchee Valley, the shortest edition we've ever had. It'll get better. I promise you. It'll get better. The weather, not so much. It started snowing about 4:15 this morning. It continues to snow, as you can see from our cross camera. I believe that's our cross camera. It's kind of hard to tell with all the snow and the fog and the low clouds. Yeah, we got some light snow coming down. It's supposed to snow pretty much off and on for most of the day today. No big accumulation, a couple of inches. That's all we're going to get to. But yeah, we're doing it again. We just can't seem to shake off old man winter. It is what it is. Yesterday's high temperature, 27 degrees. So yesterday's high temperature was 5 degrees colder than what our normal low temperature should be. So we can now count 33 consecutive days with our daily high temperature below normal. I don't remember this ever happening, and I was born and raised here. It's just been a strange winter weather pattern that we've been dealing with, and we'll have your forecast details coming up. Passes are not going to be real good today. The system that's bringing us the snow is coming in almost from the south-southwest. Usually, of course, we get systems almost directly from the west. Pick up a little steam, drop a little bit of snow up in the Cascades, and we get a little skiff as it heads off towards Spokane and the Idaho Panhandle. But this system is actually coming up from the south-southwest, which means there's really not a lot of mountains out there to keep the snow from visiting us, and the snow has decided to visit us. Forecast details coming up, past report, news, sports. The Wenatchee Wild righted the ship. They got a crucial Game 3 victory last night in West Kelowna. We'll have highlights coming up when we get to sports. Also, we'll preview spring sports. Yeah, I know. It's hard to believe. We have the obscure holiday. We have today in history. We have birthdays. Everybody's entitled to Mike McNaughty's opinion. And a bonus section in the back half of the hour, not one, but two conversations will be coming your way. Our first one with Michaella Collins. Michaella Collins from Cherry Creek Media, the annual KPQ Home Expo. The 43rd one is this weekend at the Town Toyota Center. We'll preview that with Michaella. We'll take a little break, and then we'll talk to Shawna Larsen from God's Closet, which happens at the Valley View Adventist Church in East Wenatchee on Sunday. So two big events happening this weekend. Both of those will be covered in the back half of the program. I'm ready. You're ready. We'll see what we can see with our Sky-Fi cameras. Probably not a lot. Let's see what we're looking at from around north central Washington. And, well, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's our cross cam from the very edge of Wenatchee Heights. Zoomed in just a little bit. I got up this morning at 4. It was not snowing. I went outside at about 4:20, and it was snowing. So it kind of came on rather rapidly, and it's going to snow again a little bit any day. Anyway, all day today. Temperature's going to warm up a little bit, but still way below normal all the way into mid-March. We're going to have to deal with this stuff. So that is the Wenatchee Valley, or what we can see of it. From our cross camera, Megan gets to decide how our tour progresses from here. Thank goodness it's not a walking tour. I'd be tired already. That's the Appelandies camera up above Cashmere. You can't quite make out the Appelandies complex because it's just not quite in the shot there, as you know. But you can see most of Cashmere. You can see the Riverside Park and the Riverside Center there on the upper right-hand corner of your screen. Good morning. Cashmere, and yeah, it's snowing there too. It's snowing everywhere. Camera 3, let's say hello to, okay. Well, it's probably the McNeil Canyon camera, I'm guessing. We used it yesterday. Oh, that's the Cheline Falls camera. Well, it's in any event, you can't see anything. You can't even see your headlights. That's one of the deals about these cameras. By definition, in order for the Sky-Fi system to work, the dishes have to be on towers in high elevations, point of sight. And so we have these high elevations, and so we have fogged over and clouded in cameras. It is what it is. Camera number 4. This ought to be interesting. Oh, there's a beautiful shot of Jump Off Ridge. Hey, I got it right. I don't know how I could say that was Jump Off Ridge, considering you can't really see anything, but this is one of our favorite cameras, and so the trees on the lower left-hand corner was the tip-off there. That's Jump Off Ridge, and somewhere down there is Wenatchee, East Wenatchee, Malaga, the Stimmel Basin. On a clear day, you'd be able to see Wenatchee Heights, but you can't see, quite frankly, anything. So There you go, our tour of the Wenatchee Valley in north central Washington, courtesy of Localtel Sky-Fi high-speed wireless. 5.5 minutes after the hour on this snowy Wednesday from the National Weather Service. Here you go. At the risk of editorializing on the weather, because we're not supposed to do that. Yeah, here we go again. Light snow today all over the Pacific Northwest. We are going to get a couple of inches, maybe 2.5 today, and another 1/2 inch possible tonight. It should snow off and on really most of the day today until we get to about 9 o'clock tonight, and then we should be done with the snow. Our high today of 34 degrees is well below normal. As I said, yesterday's high of 27. Our normal high would be 49, so we were 22 degrees below normal on Tuesday. Our low temperature was 17. Our normal low temperature should have been 32, so we were 15 degrees cooler there. And also the snow that you're going to see and we're dealing with is going to be a little more intense and a little more deep the farther north you go. So Chelan, Manson, the Methow Valley, you're going to get more snow. Brewster, Pateros, Bridgeport, Waterville, you're going to get more snow here than us here on the valley floor. A couple of inches today, another 1/2 inch possible tonight, then sunshine. On Thursday, that 39-degree mark, though, is still very, very cool for this time of the year. 35 on Friday, 33 Saturday, 37 Sunday, 35, 39. When was the last time we saw 40 degrees? I know it's funny because we talk about this long, cold stretch. We set record high temperatures back in January. You remember that? I don't. Seems like forever ago. So there's your forecast from the National Weather Service. Once we get through the clouds and the snow and the fog today, quite a bit of sunshine. Clear skies overnight. It's going to drop those overnight low temperatures down quite a bit. We will have some patchy freezing fog each and every morning. It will burn off. So sunshine's going to come back and it's going to stick around for quite a while, but the cold temperatures are not going anywhere. Long-term forecast for the entire month of March, and we have a ways to go, calls for average precipitation, but temperatures below normal to well below normal. Spring's going to take its sweet time getting here. 7.5 minutes after the hour. Let's take a look at your passes from the Washington State Department of Transportation. Live shot of I-90. That's the easiest one right now. No advisories, no restrictions. Roadway is bare and dry. Passes are going to get some snow. We'll get to that forecast here in just a couple of minutes, but I-90 doesn't look real problematic at all. Stevens Pass is okay. No advisories, no restrictions. Some frost and ice in places. Currently not snowing on Stevens. That's going to change. Blue Pass is getting some snow. Let's do a live shot of US 97. Traction tires are advised. On Blewett, it is snowing. You got some snow and some slush and some ice in places. There you go. There's Blewett Pass. And so we do. That's the only advisory of the big three, Blewett, Stevens, and Snoqualmie. Blewett has the traction tire advisories. No advisories or restrictions on US 2 Stevens, I-90 Snoqualmie Pass. However, they're going to get some snow. Not a lot of snow today. A couple of inches, that's it, on the mountain passes. But then it's going to pick up in intensity. Tonight, 2 to 4 inches of snow expected in the Cascades. Thursday, another 2 to 4 inches possible. Thursday night, another 2 to 4 inches possible. And then Friday, 1 to 3 inches of snow is in the forecast. So by the time we get to Friday afternoon, anywhere from 8 to 17 inches of snow is forecast for the major mountain passes. No advisories, no restrictions on I-90, on US 2 Stevens, but there is a traction tire advisory on Blewett, and things are going to get worse before they get better. So if you need to head over the river through the woods to grandmother's house, I'd go now before things deteriorate, and they're supposed to deteriorate. 9 minutes after they are, going to take a break. When we come back, your Wednesday morning news. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley live this morning from Studio 8 in downtown Wenatchee on the NCW Life channel.
General specialty where I get to treat all walks of life, newborns, children, women, adults, elderly, everything in between. I have additional training in osteopathic manipulative treatment, OMT for short, where I use my hands to diagnose and treat musculoskeletal conditions which are causing pain and inflammation. I look forward to meeting you and being a part of your healthcare.
Hey everyone, did you know that the NCW Life channel is North Central Washington's go-to source for news? No matter how you prefer to view your news, NCW Life has you covered. Watch the evening news weeknights on TV, stream it, read it at ncwlife.com, or catch the latest news by following us on Facebook. Stay informed with local news, sports, weather, and shows featuring local people and events. NCW Life, a reflection and a spotlight of the communities we call home.
Welcome back. It's 10 minutes after the hour. It is snowing lightly in downtown Wenatchee, 25 degrees, a couple of inches of snow today, another half an inch of snow expected tonight. Lots of sunshine once we get to Thursday, but temperatures, again, well below normal. Here's us making news. Rayanna Rosenberg, that 6-year-old girl who fell into the icy Rock Island Pond back on February 21st, looked up from her hospital bed on Monday and smiled at her mother, Becca Shelton. Becca posted on Facebook, it was, quote, the best birthday present I ever got, end quote. After showing steady progress in her recovery at Seattle Children's Hospital, Rayanna experienced lung problems. Late last week, she was put on an ECMO, that's a machine that helps put oxygen in your blood. Becca said she is amazed by her daughter's strength. Quote, I never thought I'd appreciate as much as I do now her determination and stubborn streak, unquote. A GoFundMe page is set up to help the family with expenses. It's raised about $4,700 so far. There's also a Facebook fundraising page, and that's raised about $1,200. Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson sent a letter to all of the county sheriffs in our state on Monday, trying to clear up what he says are widespread misunderstandings of Washington's new gun laws. Ferguson's letter, which includes answers to frequently asked questions, is in response to several sheriffs in our state who say they will not enforce Initiative 1639, which was approved by voters back in November. Ferguson said the new laws are presumed constitutional unless a court rules otherwise. Among the points highlighted by Ferguson is that people now must be 21 or older to purchase a semi-automatic rifle, but if they already owned one, they're not in violation. In addition, as of July 1st, people can be charged for not securely storing a weapon if an unauthorized person, such as a child, gains access to the gun. But there are no particular places or ways a weapon must be stored, and law enforcement is not being asked to enter homes to check if weapons are being stored securely. Well, Our Valley, Our Future has awarded 3 grants totaling $13,000 to a group doing a plant inventory, another studying an indoor sports complex, and a third working toward a more sustainable Wenatchee. The plant inventory at the Haran Natural Area near Confluence State Park, that's going to be led by the Audubon Society of North Central Washington. They're going to use a $3,000 grant to map existing plants to help determine treatments to remove invasive weeds. The sports complex study received $5,000 with the idea of an indoor soccer facility that would be used for local matches and tournaments, and the $5,000 grant to Sustainable Wenatchee will fund workshops and resources designed to reduce human impact on the environment. Our Valley, Our Future is a community-based effort to build a successful future for the Wenatchee Valley. That's what's making news at 13 minutes after the hour on this Monday. Continues to snow, 25 degrees. Don't forget the news with Grant Olson. Sports with Eric Granstrom comes your way at 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 10 o'clock on this very television station. Your 3 chances to catch up on what happened on this Wednesday, 5, 6, and 10. It's also available for you to watch whenever you darn well want to on our website, ncwlife.com. We have not only our newscast there every night about 4:30, but most of our newscasts have been archived. Our shows have been archived. Our sports broadcasts have been archived. Our special presentations have been archived via commencement exercises or parades, all that good stuff. So point and click away. Go to ncwlife.com. Be sure to go to our Facebook page and give us a like there. If you want to drop us a line, you can Facebook message us there. Go to our Twitter handle, pick up the telephone and give us a call. Send us an email, news@ncwlife.com, and you can be a part of our team. You don't get paid, but you still get to be a part of our team. Payment is in pride, I guess. 14 minutes after the hour. We're going to take a break. Sports, hey, good night for the Wenatchee Wild. Highlights coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
I'm Jenny Rojanasatian, and this is Guada TV. Every week we will be bringing you a first look at North Central Washington business, tech, and education news. You'll hear from local influencers and innovators who live right here in the Valley. Together, we'll discuss hot topics, current events, and resources that can support your business, our schools, and this community. Join me every week, and let's get inspired.
Welcome back. 16 minutes after the hour on this Wednesday. Let's take a look at sports on the 6th day of March. Wenatchee Wild exploding for 4 goals in the second period. They beat West Kelowna Game 3 of their BCHL playoff series. The final last night, 6-2. The Warriors scored the only goal in the first period. That was at the 6:08 mark. That's when Calvin Tilsey rifled a shot home off a face-off at the Wild end. But it was all Wenatchee from there. Wild got goals from P.J. Fletcher, Lucas Souter, Murphy Stratton, Brandon Cook. They took a 4-1 lead into the second intermission. Art Checker with the call to the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network video, courtesy of Hockey TV.
Dorsey over on the right wing, sprints ahead, looks for help, throws it in front, and Barger shot, save, rebound, score! P.J. Fletcher on the rebound. The centering feed was intended for Barger, and he got a whack at it, but Hopkins was able to turn that one aside, but couldn't control the rebound, and a very easy finish for P.J. Fletcher on the backhand. Sends it up high, intended for head. Now in a foot race, chasing after, it's going to be Stratton. He's in, he shoots, and a save made. Stratton gets the rebound. Backhand across, shot, score! Lucas Souter. Dorsey stick handles up high for Sasaki, and then whipped across for Fletcher. Fletcher sends it down low, in front, shot, score! Murphy Stratton with a little flicker shot. Didn't get much on it. It was just enough to lift it up over the blocker's side and into the top corner. Power play tally for the Wild, and they now lead it 3-1. Reifenberger had it roll off his blade, but recovers. Arnold sends it down low to Tellier. Tellier, side of the net, tried to muscle it home. No dice. There's a shot, score! From the left boards, Tellier was cycling around, and he set it up in the left circle. And from the dot, ripped home by Brandon Cook. Up high to Cook. Cook back to Gashevsky. He wound up, didn't like the lane. Instead, he'll push it back to Cook. He shoots, he scores! Brandon Cook with his second of the night. I don't believe that was tipped. I think that was just a worm burner that found the back of the net. Ty Dubois, backdoor shot and a save made. Rebound, score. Cullen hit it out of midair. Well, Sandquist made the save. Not much you can do. That puck was hovering in midair, and Lucas Cullen reached over and swatted it out of midair into the back of the net. 9:28, time of the goal. The center it goes. Stratton has it. Stratton on the far wing. He's got Arnold driving to the net. Finds a trailer in Sasaki. He shoots, score! I don't know if Arnold got a piece of that on the redirection. I think he may have. The trailer was Chad Sasaki. He let it rip. But Josh Arnold, in between the hash marks, got a stick on it, deflects it into the top corner. And the Wild now lead at 6-2. Back to the point, broken up. Barger handles it, steps across the line, cuts over to his right. His shot is low and wide off the glove of Hopkins. And that's the end of this one. The horn sounds as the Wild shake off that early 1-0 deficit and put together a convincing 6-2 victory to take a 2-1 lead in this best-of-7 series.
Yeah, the win puts the Wild up 2-1, best-of-7 series. Game 4 is tonight at 7 o'clock. You can listen to it on 560 KPQ, or you can watch the stream anyway, on hockeytv.com. Well, those who are in the postseason for winter sports, they're just now starting to practice for spring sports, but Cashmere's Haley Van Lith is not. The all-star basketball player is going to focus solely on basketball. But first, she says she's going to take a little break to recover.
What's next for me is Nike circuit this summer, and I'm going to be playing with Team USA again, so I'm going to let my body heal right now, but I'm definitely going to be working out again very soon and winning gold medals again for our country.
Haley's teammate, Grace Erdman, is going to do spring sports. She's going to strap on her track shoes, and she says she can't wait to make another run at the state championship next year.
Basketball this summer, and I'm actually going to do track again. Next year, I hope to improve on my offensive mindset. Obviously, like, Haley's great, but she can't do it all herself. So just being able to be another threat on offense would be great.
Hey, the spring sports season begins today at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl. Have fun, guys. Yeah, it's a boys soccer jamboree. It features Eastmont Cascade and, of course, the hosts, the Wenatchee Panthers. They'll play, start at 5:30 tonight. Wenatchee and Eastmont, by the way, they'll take on each other at 7 p.m. These are not full games. They're just kind of practice games in the snow at Leibofta Field at the Apple Bowl tonight. Owen Miller's 2-out solo home run in the bottom of the ninth for San Diego tied the game at 7-7. That's where the game would end in a tie. In spring training, they don't do extra innings. It doesn't seem to be necessary. Mike Leake got roughed up in his start. He surrendered 5 runs, 8 hits, including back-to-back homers in the fourth. Seattle's offense sparked by Jacob Fraley, who went 2 for 2, including a home run. Check it out. Here's your highlight. Like a nice day down in Arizona. Domingo Santana, he had a good day at the plate for the Mariners. He went 2 for 3 with a 2-run home run in the fifth. Seattle will take on Oakland today in Peoria. First pitch at 5:40, and those are just some of the games that people are playing on this Wednesday, 23 minutes after the hour. If you're just getting going, it's snowing. Going to get a couple of inches today, upwards of a couple of inches, and maybe another half an inch of snow tonight. And then we're done with the snow for a while anyway. In fact, we'll have quite a bit of sunshine, but still very, very cool for this time of the year. 23 minutes after the hour. It's the obscure holiday. It's National Oreo Day. America's favorite cookie is the Oreo cookie. First developed by the National Biscuit Company back in 1912, now known as Nabisco, of course. Why is it today? Because it was on March 12th, 1912, that the National Biscuit Company applied for the trademark on the Oreo cookie. So there you go. The first Oreos, by the way, sold for 25 cents a pound. Not a bad deal. And they came in a can that had a clear top, so you could look inside at the cookies. Over the years, they've had all kinds of different Oreos, of course. The double stuff Oreo was introduced to the market in 1974. The football Oreo in 1976. The big stuff Oreo in 1987. Oreo minis, you pop them in your mouth, 1991. Fun facts about Oreos. Over 450 billion Oreos have been sold since they were introduced. Oreos were sold in more than 100 countries worldwide. More women than men, according to some scientific study, dunk their Oreos in milk. More women do that than men do. More men bite on the cookie than women. Strangest thing is enough, Oreos are 71% cookie, 29% cream filling, unless you get the double stuff Oreo cookies. Oreos. Lost my concentration. Let's do today in history. It's the 183rd anniversary of the Alamo. Oops. Yeah, it was a 13-day siege. There were 3,000 Mexican troops that had completely surrounded the Alamo in San Antonio. Inside the Alamo, 187 Texas volunteers, including Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett. And finally, after 13 days, the Mexicans said, let's just take it, and they did. They all got wiped out. Remember the Alamo. I've been to the Alamo. It's a pretty fascinating place, I got to tell you. And the famous Battle of the Alamo took place 183 years ago, and it galvanized the folks in Texas to continue the revolution. That happened 183 years ago today, and this is the 162nd anniversary of the worst Supreme Court decision ever, the famous Dred Scott v. Sanford case. And I'm quoting from the case now, as written by Chief Justice Robert Taney. A Negro whose ancestors were imported into the U.S. and sold as slaves, whether enslaved or free, are not American citizens and cannot sue in federal court. Whew. It was a 7-2 decision, and everybody, court, experts, scholars, constitutionalists, everybody agrees it was one of the worst. It's the worst decision in Supreme Court history. And if there's anything that good came out of it, it kind of accelerated the events that would eventually lead to the inevitable Civil War. The court thought that it would prevent the Civil War. Didn't. And finally, we got some birthdays at 26 minutes after the hour. The greatest left-handed pitcher in baseball history is that gentleman, Robert Moses Grove. He was known as Lefty Grove. Was born in the state in 1900, lived at the age of 75. He was inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame in 1947. 2 times a Triple Crown winner in pitching. 4 times led the American League in wins. 7 times he was the American League strikeout leader, and he was a 9-time American League ERA leader. The best left-handed pitcher in baseball history. Sorry, it's not Sandy Koufax, and it's not Warren Spahn. It's not even Steve Carlton. It's that guy, Lefty Grove, who was born on this date 119 years ago. Ed McMahon was born in the state of 1923. We lost Ed 10 years ago at the age of 86. Always known, of course, as Johnny Carson's sidekick on The Tonight Show. He hosted Star Search, and he was involved with America's Funniest Home Videos. Very well known. He was a pitchman, but a lot of people don't know this. Ed McMahon was a Marine. He was in the United States Marine Corps. He flew 85 combat missions and won 6 air medals during the Korean War. He never talked about it, but Ed McMahon was a war hero, and he was born in the state in 1923. Jazz aficionados know who Wes Montgomery is. I love Wes Montgomery. The great jazz guitarist was born on this date in 1923. Lived in a small apartment in Indianapolis, Indiana. He had 8 kids, and he played jazz guitar, and so he learned to rehearse and practice by playing very softly with his thumb so he wouldn't disturb the neighbors. And so he got really good, and he did not use a pick. He used his thumb. And he's one of the great jazz guitarists ever. Wes Montgomery was born in the state in 1923, passed away at the age of 45 in 1968. And happy birthday to Shaquille O'Neal, the Shaq. There he is. He's 47 years old today. He's got a trophy case full of awards. 4 times an NBA champion, 3 times the NBA Finals MVP, the most valuable player in the year 2000, 15 times an All-Star, 8 times All-NBA First Team, and the NBA Rookie of the Year in 1993. Shaquille O'Neal, who now pitches insurance for a living, is 47 years old today. We are going to take a break. When we come back, everybody is entitled to Mike McNally's opinion. And then we have 2 conversations that were taped yesterday. You don't want to miss either one of them. Michaella Collins was the first one in, talk about the KPQ Home Expo. Starts Friday at the Town Toyota Center. Then we're going to take a break, and we're going to hear from Shawna Larsen discussing God's Closet. Both coming up. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley on the NCW Life channel.
If you're stuck trying to find the perfect beer for you, look no further than Badger Mountain Brewing. We specialize in creating tantalizing craft beers that will soothe any picky taste buds and will satisfy your cravings. Check out everything from our amazing honey blonde that will appease even the most finicky taster, or a delicious frothy stout for dark beer lovers. Experience them all at Badger Mountain Brewing.
SkillSource specializes in assessing and guiding youth, adults, and laid-off workers who want to improve their skills. Here you can attend in-depth workshops to assess skills and interests, make career plans, and learn computer basics.
Learning centers provide eligible youth and adults individualized computer-assisted basic education. Vocational training is arranged with approved providers like community colleges or on the job with businesses.
Don't wait any longer. Let's get working on the future you've been dreaming about.
I'm Tom from Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. At Alpine Air, we think of ourselves as customer service oriented retailers. When you make an appointment, please visit our store, meet our people, see our shop. We are serious about heating and air conditioning. Carrier and Alpine Air are offering huge factory rebates and financing options for all your needs. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air. Call for your free replacement estimate. Heat and air, call Alpine Air, 662-6846.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine-in style at Highlander Bar and Grill in East Wenatchee. Open 7 days a week, Highlander Grill offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in or take it to go, our friendly staff is here to serve you. Reservations recommended for Friday night's prime rib dinner. Call for live music dates. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
When Mike leaves town, it's a little scary. You never know who might be outside. But we feel safer inside knowing our home is being monitored by a local company. I can check our alarm from just about anywhere. So when we get home, I know it's safe.
Protect your family and save money with a local company. Switch your current security monitoring to Guardian Services from LocalTel. Call Guardian Security from LocalTel now or visit localtel.net to learn more.
Hey, this is Mike, Mad Dog Magnotti, and everybody's entitled to my opinion. No wonder women are angry, and no wonder they're speaking out. For far too long, we've ignored the fact that women have been abused and harassed at the hands of some men. And yes, maybe it's not you, but it's somebody. Official stats used to be that 1 in 4 women would be sexually assaulted to some degree by the time she graduated high school. But in reality, this statistic is far too conservative. But even accepting that it's 25% of women who suffer this abuse, isn't that conservative figure a justifiable explanation for why women are speaking out and demanding change? Of course it is. This is Mike, Mad Dog Magnotti, and that's my opinion.
There's no substitute for the power of cable TV advertising. With Solion Cable TV advertising, you can reach your target audience right here in North Central Washington. We understand their viewing habits and can precisely target your customers on great cable networks like these. Call Solion Broadcasting today and let us show you how to put your business message right in front of thousands of prospects at a very affordable price. Solion Broadcasting, 509-888-2020.
Hi, I'm Kevin Prosser, and this is my print shop, Color Effects in Cashmere. Color Effects offers screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing on t-shirts, jerseys, bags, banners, signs, and more. With 30 years experience, you won't be disappointed with the quality and quick turnaround times you will get at more than a fair price. Please call Color FX.
Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Club Crow is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow Saturday nights. We have live bands to rock the night away. Club Crow is bringing comedy to Cashmere. Check out our Facebook page for upcoming dates. Live jam session first Sunday of every month. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I am Dan Kuntz. I know what the KPQ Home Expo is all about because not only have I been there as a person just to go and check it out, but I've also worked it back in my radio days at the Broadcast Metroplex And we'll be there this weekend because the KPQ Home Expo is back, presented by Localtel, and here to talk about that, an account executive, one of the top, you are the top account executive at Cherry Creek
I
Media.
appreciate that.
Michaella
Sure, John
Collins
Delaney's
is here.
not going to like
Yeah,
that.
well, John will get over it. Michaella Collins is here to join me about the 43rd
Yeah, 43rd.
KPQ Home Expo. Started out as just a little thing. It was a one-day deal at the Pioneer Junior High Gymnasium. It outgrew that. Moved it off to the Wenatchee High School Commons, which was a bigger room. Outgrew that. Went to the Wenatchee Convention Center. Outgrew that. Now it's at the Town Toyota Center. And who knows, you might outgrow that.
We are close to outgrowing that, but we'll fill it as much as we can.
Okay.
So we're at full capacity.
What time do the doors open on Friday?
Noon.
Noon. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Doors open at noon to 7 on Friday, then 9 to 7 on Saturday, and 11 to 4 on Sunday.
Okay. It's the big spring event, basically. You get to see people you haven't seen probably in quite some time. It's a social event. It's also a chance to spruce up your house, your garden, buy a new motorcycle, whatever.
Yeah, it's been a long winter, I feel, and the weather, February's been one of the worst Februarys, and I think people are itching to get out of the house and do something. Unfortunately, the weather's still going to be cold, like in a couple of days. But this is the perfect opportunity to come out, go inside, and there's so many fun things to do. We have Pepsi and Weinstein as the main display, doing product sampling as soon as you walk in.
Okay.
And we're going to do it, and also we have our passport. So we have all of our radio stations out there with our personalities being their usual crazy selves and having fun. Don West will be mobile.
I'm sorry to hear about that.
Yeah, so he'll be walking around, and
I'm kidding, I
you
love
can
Don.
hear him.
Yeah.
we're giving him a microphone,
Yeah,
which
you
I
don't
don't
do
know is
that.
a good
Yeah, not
idea because he
necessary.
doesn't need one.
No.
But I think it'll be fun. It's a free event.
Free's a good cost. Free's really good. How many vendors?
It's over 100.
130
Yeah,
or something like that.
Well, I'm
You
not
go-
sure the exact, but it's
yeah.
probably about 107 or 110.
Something like that. Because they're inside and outside. That's
Yeah, we
important.
have. What do we have outside this year? Owens, Harley Davidson. They bring their and then Swim World is bringing a trailer. They're doing a truckload sale, so they're
Okay.
having some hot tubs outside. And Valley Tractor's got some equipment that's a little bit too large to bring inside. So they're inside in the main arena as well with some more residential lawnmowers and snow blowers, but they have some big equipment that's outside too. Not so much outside. We need a lane for the emergency responders, so we had to tone it down this year.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to leave more space in case
Well, that's a good
there's an
problem
emergency.
to have.
So.
That's a good problem
But yeah.
to have because you're cramming everything in there. The passport's pretty simple. You go to each of the 7 radio stations and you get your passport stamped and then
Yeah,
you're in for the
well,
drawing?
we only do 4, but yeah,
Okay.
the Quake we don't do. That one's outside. We
Right.
we have the music bumping outside for people as they're coming in. But so KW3, Kissin, 99.5 The Bridge, and our conservative talk stations are kind of strategically placed in the corners. And you just go to each one of them, get a stamp, turn it in, and then we're gonna pick a winner for the $500 gift card to Stan's Mary Mart. And a Yeti cooler that's valued at $329, so it's a nice Yeti cooler.
Is it big enough to put a Yeti in?
I don't think so.
Okay. But it's still pretty big.
Yeah, it's ice blue. It's a nice color. And then another giveaway at the Conservative Talk Station is we have a 36 gun safe that's valued at $800 from Hooked on Toys. Now we're not bringing it there because it's too heavy, but we have a big picture of it, and Dave Bernstein with the Talk Station will do some kind of contest for the conservative folks to win a gun safe.
And it should be pointed out that almost all the vendors have some sort of giveaways going on. You can sign up to win this or sign up to hear about that. That's a given.
Yeah,
Lots of
I'm
candy,
sure, yep.
lots of balloons.
Yeah, hats, all kinds of, people have prizes for the first, and then oftentimes, if you request an estimate or if you enter you request an appointment, you could enter to win. Restaurant gift cards. Yeah, there's lots of fun things to win. Other than that, there's just vendors for every type, for everyone, whether you want to bring your kids. We have the Lowe's.
First of all, you want to bring your kids. Let's just say that right now.
Yeah.
Bring the kids.
Bring the kids. This is
Yeah.
a kid-friendly event. There's a lot of things for them to do. But there's something for everyone. Some new things we have this year is in the Old Wild store, we have that set up for Awake Health. That'll be doing product sampling and new interactive demos with body contouring, laser hair removal, weight loss, things to improve your inside and outside. What's some other new things? We have everything real estate section. That's so in the Zamboni storage area or the loading docks area, we made that into an everything real estate. So if you're looking to buy a house, sell a house, remodel a house, anything having to do with real estate, there's a whole area, and they're going to have a Q&A forum, and just a great opportunity for you to go and get your questions answered and ask all the pros.
And Master Gardeners, WSU Master Gardeners will be there.
Thank you.
Seminars as usual, they're always there.
Yeah, they're there, and we love that. And the seminars this year sound pretty amazing. Home beekeeping, because bees are starting to go extinct. So
Yeah.
I think everyone should go do this. They're doing blueberries, and then insect pests and control their own tree fruit, because like the pesticides, we grow apples and cherries here, so we have to be careful of what pesticides we use. And so they're going to educate us on not just spraying your backyard trees.
So when you go, just when you're not actually working it, what booths do you go to? Do you check them out? You go to it
I
every
actually buy a lot of product there,
year?
and
Yeah, I'm guilty, done the same thing.
You know, I've been saying I need to get the sheets, but I haven't. But there's some cute new things. There's some hand-blown glass hummingbird feeders.
Wow.
But I don't know what I'm going to buy yet, but there's going to be a lot of neat things to buy.
And you can buy a lot of things because everybody gets their business license, temporary business license for the city, so they can sell things.
Yep.
And can you swipe? Does everybody have a swipe thing
They
available to
should.
them? So that's not a problem.
They should.
Okay.
I don't know. We don't provide that. There is
Yeah.
ATMs, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure most of these vendors have those squares. But yeah, so there's a lot of things to buy, a lot of local vendors.
And of course,
big displays.
Localtel is the presenting sponsor, so Localtel will be there. You can learn about high-speed internet. You can learn about Guardian Services, which is their security division. You can learn about Sky-Fi. We're going to be there, hanging around NCW Live
Right
Channel.
there, and pretty much as soon as you
Yeah.
walk into the main arena on the left.
And we're troublemakers. You know, we're going to, you're going to say, on Sunday afternoon, they're going to go, when are those darn television people going to get out of here? They're driving us all nuts.
Yeah, and
I guarantee you that.
radio and television people are both a bunch of rascals.
Yeah, we're nuts. We're absolutely insane. The hours one more time.
Noon to 7 on Friday.
On Friday.
9 to 7 on Saturday, and 11 to 4 on Sunday.
And don't forget Sunday is daylight saving time, so
Correct.
everybody goes forward an hour. Can't forget about that. And what a lot of people do, from my experience, is they show up on Friday or they show up on Saturday, one of the two. Saturday is always the big day.
Mhm.
And they're looking around and they spend a lot of time. You're going to spend a lot of time there. Just don't forget about that. Wear a good pair of shoes.
Yep.
You're not in and out. But they do have a map, so if there's something specific, I want floor covering, I want window coverings, or I want this, that, or the other thing, you can go directly to the booth that you're interested in. But what a lot of people do is they go down with their family or their kid or their significant other on Friday or Saturday, they check it out, then they go back on Sunday and they close the deal and they walk out with a new hot tub or something.
I hope so.
That's usually how that works.
Yeah, we got a couple hot tub members. So.
KBQ Home Expo is this weekend. Again, we will be there. We'll be in our best behavior, Michaella, I promise.
Me too. Best behavior.
Yeah, maybe not. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
What's your Automocha emergency?
It's a Frappuccino mocha with whip.
The espresso shakes are my most favorite because I can get any flavor. Peanut butter chocolate for pita.
Definitely the espresso shakes. My favorite is the mocha frappitas.
A peach Red Bull.
It's estimated that 1/3 of Americans do not have a financial plan. At D.A. Davidson, their advisors are working to change that because they understand the importance of planning for the future. At D.A. Davidson, they believe in partnering together to build a strategy tailored to your needs. They spend the time and have the knowledge to help keep your financial future on track. Let D.A. Davidson Financial Advisors of Wenatchee put the strength of advice to work for you.
I'm working today.
I have got some work to do today.
Don't forget, I've got some work for you today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Thanks.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in our community.
New beginnings feel great, don't they?
Yes, they do.
Be a job creator. Goodwill. There's more behind the store.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I am Dan Kuntz. My next guest is no stranger to this program. Shawna Larsen has been on this show before to talk about God's Closet, which is coming up on the 10th. The 10th, circle that day on your calendar. It's a great program for those people who, well, I'll let Shawna explain exactly what God's Closet is all about. Shawna Larsen is here because Burl doesn't do the show. That's another story altogether. Yeah. How are you?
Good.
How come Burl doesn't do the show?
Good question.
Burl is in charge of this whole thing.
Yep, she's director.
Yeah, Burl is the mother of one of the owners of the station, and she kind of puts this whole thing together, and we want to promote God's Closet. Well, Burl, come on and talk about God's Closet. No, we'll say
Yeah.
I don't know why. She's a wonderful lady.
I
Great
know.
personality.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But she won't do TV.
Really?
I don't know why.
Yeah.
So, Burl, why? Oh, we'll get that. Hi, Shawna. God's Closet 101, for those people who don't remember, what's it all about?
It is a nonprofit organization that we hold at the Valley View Seventh-day Adventist Church in East Wenatchee. We collect all kinds of children's clothing, sizes newborn to teen, young adult, and 4 times a year we give away those clothes to people who need or want them. And yeah, this is going to be, I believe they said it's like our 8th giveaway. So we're on our 2nd year of doing this, and it's really going well.
And the idea wasn't born here. You got it from somebody else, right?
Yeah, there was actually a foster mom in Spokane area that had a need, and she started God's Closet, the first one, and it just kind of blossomed from there. They're all over the country. Even in, I believe, Australia has a God's Closet.
Wow.
So yeah.
Only, of course, the clothes hang upside down.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Kids grow, and clothes are expensive. So this is a nice program.
It is for everybody. Poor, you don't have to be poor to come. You know, everybody needs clothing. All kids need them. They outgrow them so quickly.
And they go through them too.
Exactly.
They're rambunctious, and they play, and they tear clothes. And,
Yeah. And we've been extremely blessed because we go above and beyond the clothing. We have 2 large tents outside of our building. That one tent is for baby equipment, high chairs, strollers, playpens, cribs, mattresses, cradles, just baby swings, everything you can imagine. And then we have another big tent that is just toys.
Okay.
So yeah, we do all that also.
So it's not just clothes. It's all
No,
it's all
it's
kinds of
not.
good stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, originally it did start out just clothes, but we've gotten into, our connection has blessed us with the other items, which are many times a lot of expense.
Yeah.
And they don't wear them out because they only use them for a few months. So
I know where the clothes come, because the clothes come from a consortium. They come from basically all over the Pacific Northwest, pretty much, right?
Exactly, yes.
So, but what are the kids' toys and the playpens, and where do those come from?
Same place.
Okay.
Yep,
Okay.
same place. We have been receiving a lot of more local donations, which is really nice. And so many times we have a Facebook page, and if there's a need, we will put it on that page. And many people watch that, and we've been blessed with those donations locally also, too.
How is it organized for people who haven't been to God's Closet? And again, it's at the Valley View Adventist Church on the 10th. How's it organized? You have it by age, by sex, by size? How does that work?
Actually, all of the above.
Oh, okay.
Yep. It starts out, we have in our fellowship hall, we have tables. We have a baby area that has 0 to 6 to 9 month boy and girls separated. And then it just kind of, one end of the room is girls, one end of the room is boys, and they're separated by size, 12 months, 18, 2T, 3, 4, 5, and on up. So
So you probably start planning the next God's Closet as soon as the previous one ends, right?
Exactly, yes.
How many people work on that? I mean, all volunteers, of course. How many?
We have a lot of our church members that are amazing helpers. It is just a huge variety. We probably have 50, 60 people that help, during and also at the event itself. So
Is it one of those events where if you're not there when the doors open, you're not going to get any decent clothing an hour later into it? How does that work?
Because we don't put all of our clothing out at once. There would be no way. We have over 200 Apple boxes of clothing. And so during those 4 hours, there'd be no way to dump all those clothes out on a table. So as the piles go down, we add to it. So there's always good stuff.
Yeah, good, because that's the last thing you want to do
Yes.
is you show up for the last half hour of it.
Right,
Yeah.
and that has been an issue in the past, and we want to reiterate to people our hours are 10 to 2. We will stay open till 2 o'clock and continue putting out things until 2 o'clock so that they have a selection. Of course, if we run out of clothing, I mean, that's kind of our goal too.
Yeah.
Then our hands are tied, so.
So it's 10 to 2 at the Valley View Adventist Church. That's in East Wenatchee. How much does it cost, Shawna Larsen?
Actually, to get in, it's only $1.
A buck.
Yep.
That's it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
That's a pretty good deal.
And you get, it's either 3 or 4 bags of clothing.
That was the other question I was going to
Big
ask.
bags,
Okay.
yes. And then that doesn't include equipment or toys. Once you go out into the tents, there are other, you get a bag.
I guess I
so-
should probably ask you this before we cut you loose. The toy thing is the same as the clothing thing? I mean, if you want a really nice baby swing or a crib or a carriage or something, do you have to be there early, or you constantly populate the 2 tents as well?
Yes and no. Sometimes on some of the items, what we have out is it, but we have quite a bit of things. And if someone really desperately needs something, grab one of the workers, let us know. If we don't have it, but we do in storage, we can get their phone number and provide that for them.
It's a great service. And any idea that this was going to be as big as it? I mean, again, you took the idea from somebody and it became something that's been around here now for a couple of years. Any idea when the first God's Closet came around that this was going to be what it is now?
I kind of had that vision, but I don't think our director did. or some of the church members. I don't think so either. I think it's definitely gotten a lot bigger than what we all expected.
What do you say the next time you have God's Closet? You do this, 2-3 times a year?
4 times a year.
4 times a year,
Mhm.
basically each season, right?
Yes.
So this will be the spring one, even though the weather isn't very spring-like. What do you say the next time we have a God's Closet? If we get Burl on here one way or the other.
That's a good idea.
We just drag her in here.
Yes.
That's what we do, all
That's
right?
what we can do.
10 o'clock to 2 o'clock on Sunday the 10th.
Yes.
At the Valley View Adventist Church in East Wenatchee. You can't miss it. The toys and the stuff will be outside in the tent. I hope you have some portable heaters, right? And everything else is inside?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, there you go. Let us know how it goes, Shawna, all right?
All right, thank you.
Shawna Larsen, God's Closet. You're watching Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. We'll be right back.
Hey everyone, Fletcher and Amy Ellington here from Live It Up. In the investment world, ROI stands for Return on Investment. Well, how does better health, better wealth, and better relationships sound for ROI? Join us every week right here on NCW Life and learn how to invest in the most important asset, you.
We're going to answer your questions and provide some weekly inspiration so you can create a life that you love. Join us on Live It Up.
Hello, and what is up? Welcome to Career Shift Business Edition. I've got 3 choices: certificate, associates, and bachelor's. I'm going associates. And I'm enrolled. Stay alert, this game was pretty fast. Whoa, exams almost did me in. I'm back on track and picking up speed. And I'm in the home stretch. Degree complete, and I'm ready to go to work. Charter helped me make that career shift. Your turn.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat, poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Are you watching me? If you're watching me and you are a business owner in North Central Washington, your potential customers could be seeing your TV commercial right now. With Solely on Broadcasting, TV advertising is effective and affordable. Place your ads on the network best suited to your potential customers or get top-of-mind awareness with 16 cable networks, including NCW Life, your local TV channel. Give Solely on Broadcasting a call at 888-2020 today to see how easy and affordable it is to advertise on TV.
Welcome back to Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. I'm Dan Kuntz, live shot of the Wenatchee Valley as we continue to deal with the snow and the clouds and some fog as well. Started snowing right about 4:15 or so this morning. Intermittent snow showers, and that's the forecast for the day. Before we get to the forecast, so a couple of weather statistics to throw your way that we did this at the top of the hour. Yesterday's high was 27 degrees, well below normal, 22 degrees below what we should be. Our normal high on Tuesday should have been 49, but we only got to 27. So yesterday's high temperature was 5 degrees colder than what our normal low temperature should be. That's indicative of how chilly this weather has been, not just for the last couple of weeks, but for 33 consecutive days now. Our daily high temperature was below normal. That's just strange. Now, from the National Weather Service, let's take a look at what you're dealing with today. And again, we're going to be dealing with some light snow off and on today. No more than about a couple of inches, 2 inches tops by the time this is done. That includes with a little bit of residual snow tonight. It's all going to be done by 9:30 or 10 this evening. So 1 to 2 inches of snow today, an additional half an inch of snow possible tonight. And also tonight, the clouds are going to be getting out of here. In fact, by the time you get up Thursday morning, although we'll have a lot of sunshine, it's going to be chilly, as you might imagine. Lots of sunshine Thursday, high of 39. That's going to feel downright balmy, but again, our normal high is near 50. So even though it's going to feel a lot warmer than what we've had, that's still nowhere near where we are supposed to be. And then wouldn't you know it, just in time for the weekend, we cool right back down again. Of course, the thing is, we won't have any clouds. We'll have some patchy freezing fog in the morning, but outside of that, no real clouds to hold the heat in, which is why these overnight lows will be dipping down quite a bit into the lower 20s, maybe even into the upper teens. So again, snow for the Wenatchee Valley today in some locations, specifically north of us, Manson, Chelan, Bridgeport, Brewster, Pateros, on up to Owak and Okanagan. And you're going to get more snow, and certainly the Wenatchee Valley is going to get more snow, maybe upwards of 4, even 5 inches of snow to the north of us here in the Wenatchee Valley, a couple of inches tops. Once we're done with this system that's coming through today and a little bit tonight, once we're done with that, then we're really done with it. I mean, there's no real snow at all in the forecast till maybe Wednesday of next week. So we're going to go in for an extended period of lots of sunshine, but again, very cool temperatures, 10, 11, 12, 15 degrees below normal. It is chilly. Real quickly, I want to take you up to the mountain passes because right now is a good time to go. There's no advisories, no restrictions on I-90 or on Stevens. I-90 Stevens right now, they look fine. In fact, let me go right now to the pass cams from the DOT. It's not snowing on either of those two. It has just now begun to snow lightly on Stevens Pass, but there's still no advisories or restrictions. So right now, I-90 and Stevens are looking good. Blewett, though, does have a traction tire advisory. It's been snowing on Blewett Pass for the last couple of hours. Not a lot of snow on the roadway on Blewett Pass, but it's still snowing, and that snow is going to accumulate. In fact, they're expecting a couple of inches of snow in the mountain passes today, an additional 2 to 4 inches of snow in the mountain passes tonight. Thursday, they're going to get another 2 to 4 inches, depending on elevation. Another 2 to 4 inches possible Thursday night, and then on Friday, 2 or 3 inches possible for the major mountain passes. So by the time we get to Friday night, anywhere between 8 to 17 inches of new snow is expected up in the Cascades. Live shot of I-90, as I mentioned before, no advisories, no restrictions there. Stevens is fine, no advisories or restrictions. That's Blewett. That's where we have a traction tire advisory. And considering the weather forecast is calling for snow, not so much today, but quite a bit tonight and quite a bit on Thursday, passes could get a little on the dicey side. My guest tomorrow, local historian, author, teacher, actor, Rod Molzon will be on this program tomorrow. You don't want to miss that. Everybody have a great Wednesday. Stay safe. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.